I'm Dr. Lynn, and I'm going to show you the ILU abdominal massage along your colon to help with abdominal pain and motility. First, think of a traffic jam analogy. Stool flows through your colon, up your right side, across the top of your abdomen, and down the left side. But you want to clear any potential jam near the end of your colon before encouraging flow around. So we're going to start on the left lower side. Find your pelvic point, this bony bump in the front of your pelvis. Come just inside it. Stack your fingertips. Put some firm but tolerable inward pressure. And then create some deep circles, pressing inward and downward, and then releasing the pressure a little bit as you reset your hand position. So inward pressure, circle downward and inward, release the pressure, reset. Repeat those circles about 10 times, and then move your hands just above the crest of your pelvis. So the crest of your pelvis is at your natural waistline. You can find the bony ledge at the top of your pelvis. So again, hands over hand, inward pressure, circle downwards and inwards, release the pressure, and reset your hand position. Down and inward, release the pressure, reset, circle about 10 times. Now that we've prepped the descending colon, we're going to go ahead and draw the eye. So to create the eye, you're going to use the heel of your left hand. You can use the right hand as a top hand to add a little extra pressure. Press inward on your left lower rib cage, and then bump under your ribs, down your left side. When you hit that top of the pelvis, you can add a little J hook onto your eye and come inward. Sweep downwards and inwards. To really get the benefits, you want to maintain that inward pressure. But again, if your abdomen is really sensitive, you do want it to be tolerable, so you can always start with lighter pressure, and then as you get used to it and your abdomen gets more comfortable, you can use a little bit more pressure over time. Next, we're going to treat the transverse or crossing part of the colon and then come down. This is going to be the L part of the ILU massage. Your transverse colon goes right under your lower rib cage. So you want to sort of hook your hands under, your fingertips under your rib cage when you do your circles. So first you're going to circle under the front of your left rib cage. So I'm going to hook my fingertips under a little bit and circle. I'm thinking of the direction that I want to encourage things to go. So the pressure phase of my circle is pushing to the left in the direction of the flow I want. And then I'm easing off the pressure a little bit when I reset my finger position. And then I'm going to repeat circles right in the center of my rib cage. Again, I'm using fingertip over fingertip to help me apply some inward pressure. Getting really up under my rib cage because the transverse colon is up there pretty high, tucked up under the base of the rib cage. And then I'm going to come under the right side of the rib cage. Again, I'm sort of hooking my fingers in. Okay, and my circles are still moving to the left in the direction of flow that I want. Another thing you can do before you draw the L is take your right palm and create a little wave of pressure from the right to the left. Okay. Now you're ready to draw the L. You're going to come across with your right hand, and then you can either keep going with your right hand and sweep downwards, or some people find it more comfortable to switch hands. So you can come across with the heel of your right hand and then switch and come down and in with the heel of your left hand. Across with the heel of the right hand, down with the base of the left hand. Okay, now we just have the last the last piece of the ILU massage, we're gonna start at the base of the right side of the abdomen, and then find that crest of the right side of the pelvis and bring your hand into that space between the right crest of the pelvis and the ribs, and circle. Now my circles are giving a little upward pressure, because here, stool, we would want to flow up. So a little upward sweeping motion. If you get the direction of the pressure with the circles wrong, don't worry about it too much. As long as you're using moderate inward pressure, the circles are really more just to loosen things up. So they're not so powerful that they're going to accidentally cause stool to flow in the wrong direction. So don't be overly worried about the direction of your pressure with these circles that are just really for preparation. Okay? And then if you find that right pelvic point in your belly button and bring the tips of your fingers together here, think of sort of like a triangle. At the tip of that triangle, this is one more useful area to do some circles. This is near your ileocecal valve, where the small intestine comes into the large intestine or colon. Oftentimes this can be a little bit of a tight and tender spot. So fingertips over fingertips, applying inward pressure, circle about 10 times, okay? And now we're ready to do the U. I'm gonna come up your right side, across the upper abdomen, and down the left side, and then a little hook inward at the end. This is the U. Up, across, and down. And you're gonna repeat that about 10 times.